Sanibonani, Dumilang, hi there. Thank you for joining us on our series on the Cuddle Trust theme books. We have worked in this field for over 15 years, training many, many teachers, and yet each time we have realized that our teachers face very big challenges, especially when it comes to time and to resources. For that reason, we've put together a series of theme books. And these theme books have been put together with structured lessons with in certain order. So we want to challenge the child's skills and develop additional skills as the years go by. So we started with me and my people. Then our second one was on animals. As you can see, things that the child knows and can participate with. Third one is on transport. Fourth one is on me and my environment. The fifth one I would deal with is careers. Now we're looking at around about here, August, September time, a nice and participatory activity and a month there. Then we come to South Africa and my universe, which is around about October, November time. And then another series that we've put together is called I Can Tell Time, which fits in according to special days that we have in the year. Now, these are all teachers' manuals. So they come with the lesson, with the activity and the worksheets as well in the back, so that it equips the teacher to provide these structured lessons and make her environment in her school stimulating and productive, and want parents to come to her school. We are constantly adding to this, so keep your ear on the ground, and we will let you know as we've added more and more themes so that you can have a whole variety available in the end. And remember, we're not saying this is the be all and the end all. It's just to help you kickstart into providing an environment that is in line with what the government expects. That is the standard of these theme books that we have shared with you. They were put together by teachers from the Gauteng Education Department, people that have got a backing in the Montessori environment, others that have got a background in the ECD fields. And we've just put together ideas that we feel are immediately applicable and important for the child to know. One book that we have got available as well is called the Alphabet Book. Now, this is for the child, especially your age 5 and 6-year-old child. I would encourage each child, especially at that age, and if you're a granny looking at this, or if you're a mother looking at it, I would even encourage you to work through this book with your children. What we've done in this book is we are teaching the child the sound of the letters. And go and have a look at our professional development workshop that is also on our webpage to see exactly how to teach the child to read and to write. I would recommend each child must have their own book. And as you work through the year, the child is only allowed to work on the pages that you have already discussed that letter with them. So I would start with the letters that they use a lot, a e, a da, a ba, a s. Those are your kind of beginning letters that you're going to start with, and that's where the child will work in the book. So let us take, for example, the letter, what shall we go? Let's go for da. Okay. So what have we got by the letter da? Well, first of all, we've got a picture that the child can color in. There is also the letter, so he can practice writing that letter with a crayon, and it's a nice big letter for him to practice on. Then we move to pencil control. So we've got the letters smaller over here, and he can start practicing here, seeing where the letter fits in on the lines. He's got a big one here. Normally we would encourage a child to use a piece of wool. So they've got to first put the glue down, and then they've got to put the wool down. It adds texture, which enhances a memorization. The next step that the child does, and this is where you as a teacher and a parent is going to work with the child, they've got to circle the pictures that start with the letter da, and they've got to put a cross through the pictures that don't have the letter da or start with the letter da. And why I say you need to work with the child is because that first picture could be a horse or it could be a donkey. So if the child sees that as a horse, then it's going to get a cross through it. If he sees it as a donkey, he's going to get a circle around it. We've got a bird. Does that start with a da? No. We put a cross through it. We have got a glass, or we've got a tumbler, or he's got a drink. Can you see there's so many different things that the child could come up with? So you need to understand his interpretation of the picture. We've got a door, we've got a dog, we've got a drum, we've got a helicopter, or we've got a toy. Toy is different to a duh sound. And then we've got either a doll or a baby. And the child, you hear what he says. Then, so that you as a teacher will, or as a mother, will work with the child over there. Then you leave the child, and you, depending on their level of ability. So in the beginning, you can first let them find the letter D in a magazine, and they've got to stick that letter D in over here. Why this is important is they realize that a D doesn't always look exactly the same. Sometimes it can be in different colors. Sometimes they're fat, sometimes they're thin, sometimes they're big, sometimes they are small. So that's the important reason why we let them do and find the letter D over there. For your more advanced child who needs a bit more stimulation and a bit of a challenge, you let them find pictures that start with the letter D. So they're going to go through the magazine, and they're going to say the name of every picture they can see there, reinforcing the sound of the letter as well, and they will stick that in over there. This you can let the child do at their own time. So if they have finished doing the lesson for the day quicker than the others, you can ask them to go and find their alphabet book, and they can carry on with work by themselves. So at all times, the children in your classroom are busy, they are being stimulated, and they haven't got time to go and irritate someone else in their environment. So at the end of the year, the child will actually go home with this book by himself. So he's got his own book, which is why it's important for the parent to invest in one of these books, because it's going to become the child's in the end. And I see absolutely no reason why the teacher needs to spend a lot of extra money on something that is in the end going to be just for the child's use. Always with the alphabet, remember, we teach under 6 in phonics, and we teach in lowercase. And that's all things that we share with you on the professional development workshop on how to teach a child to read and to write. Thank you for spending this time with me, and hope to catch up with you again next time. Bye.